Hi. I just finished my workout and I put my kids down for a little bit of a rest because they've been sick, and so you know they're getting a little bit of a rest here. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my protein powder. Now, I've been drinking protein powder for a long time, and I needed to maintain my weight, and I was always a little heavy, and then now I'm using it to lose weight. So I've always been a big supporter of this, and I wanted to compare some of the protein powders because looking at being on the Points Plus system now, I pay more attention to labels, and I've discovered some things about it that's kind of surprised me. So I thought I'd share with you and hopefully appreciate it. I'm going to compare a number of them, especially some that were recommended because they're low points, but when you look at it, there's better options. So I'm going to talk about some of the more popular ones, and I'm also going to kind of give you price versus size comparisons too. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. And let me just tell you, if you want to drink protein powder but you don't like the flavor, there's a couple of ways to do it. One is dilute it in a lot of water, which I do with mine. I just put, this is 28 ounces, I fill it up completely with 28 ounces of water, I put a scoop of protein powder, and when I drink it, once it's finished, I know I've had 28 ounces toward my day's worth of water. And then I drink 32 ounces with my tea, so that gives me already most of my water for the day. So if I don't get the chance to drink too much more water, I've already got most of it in. Plus, it keeps me from being up all night peeing. So, TMI, but, it's helpful for some people. And then the other way is, look up on the internet, there's a bazillion protein powder recipes. And, you don't just have to put in a banana and, some frozen fruit. You can put in lots of different things. In fact, I just picked up, I'm usually drinking just the chocolate with lots of water, but I picked up vanilla recently because I found a pumpkin pie shake recipe and I really want to try it. But you don't need to get all the fancy flavors because you can make just about everything with the chocolate and the vanilla. So let's get on to protein powders. There are some that are really bad, like the Market Pantry protein powder, which was what made me first realize this because I did the points on it, and it's 5 points a scoop. 5 points for one scoop. Now, that's like a meal for a lot of us, So, you don't really want your protein powder to be that high, especially if you do mix it with things, because your points are going to go skyrocketing. So, for this one, I believe this one cost me $17 or $18. This is 32 ounces, so you get 2 pounds. That's not too bad for the price. But like I said, at 1 point per scoop, and it's 25 grams of protein per scoop. So, it's not that impressive of a deal. There's better out there. So I want to talk about a few of the ones that were recommended because they're low in points. And these were recommended by others on Weight Watchers. So let me go through, or at least some of these were. The first 3 were. So let me talk first about Aria. So this one is 12 ounces for $15. So that's more than $1 an ounce. That's pretty expensive for protein powder, unless you're getting the heavy-duty bodybuilding kind. This is 80 calories, 14 grams of protein for 2 points. So for 2 points, you only get 14 grams of protein. That's not the best deal. So there's Aria. Next is Biggest Loser by Designer Whey, which both of these are by Designer Whey. Everybody's all excited. Well, a lot of people are all excited about the Biggest Loser Designer Whey because it's named Biggest Loser, and a lot of people who are overweight look up to that show and look at it as, this is an awesome show that's going to give me only the best. And that's not necessarily true because they are in it for the money in some ways. There's marketing involved and all that. So let's look at this and see what kind of value we're getting here with the Biggest Loser. So Biggest Loser, you only get 10 ounces for $15. So that's pretty expensive. It's like $1.50 an ounce. And 1 scoop is 40 calories and only 6 grams of protein. 6 grams. You cannot rebuild your body after a workout and keep yourself going with 6 grams. Now, if you don't work out, you know, once or twice a day, if you don't put your all into your workouts, whatever, 6 grams of protein might do fine for you. You know, if you're just like maybe replacing a meal or something like that, this, you know, this might be an okay option. And it is only 1 point. But there are better options out there, because in order to get 25 grams of protein, you would basically have to take 4 scoops, 4 points worth. And that would be pretty high scoops and pretty high points, so you'd be using up a lot more of your product a lot faster. So on to Jillian Michaels. The Jillian Michaels whey protein is 4 ounces for $10. So that's expensive. That's over $2 a scoop, or over $2 an ounce. It's 100 calories and only 15 grams of protein for 2 points. So once again, you know, we're only getting 15 grams of protein, and we're using up 2 points for the day. So, you know, you're going to have to use like 3 points to get your 25 grams of protein in, you know, if you work out the way I do. Okay, now on to some slightly better options, though the prices vary, so it's up to you how you want to do it. The first one is the one that I get. This is EAS, whatever. They also make Advantage and Miloplex. But I get this one. It's 3 points per scoop, and each scoop is, let's see, you get 2 pounds, and this one cost me $20. And each scoop is 23 grams of protein per scoop and 130 calories. So this is one of the options I prefer, because you get almost 25 grams of protein for your 3 points. So for me, I can get more for less here. Then there is Body Fortress. That's the Walmart brand, or not the Walmart brand, but the brand that you could buy at Walmart. And it is 2 pounds for $15. Once again, a pretty good price as far as protein powders go. It's 140 calories per scoop, 26 grams of protein, and it's only 3 points a scoop. So that's a really good option, and it's actually pretty inexpensive at 2 pounds per $15. So then there's Isopure, which is a little harder to get. You can get it at like GNC, you can get it online, but what you want to get is the 0 carb, because that's the one that's going to give you the best value for your points. Now this one is awesome because you get 3 pounds, and it's going to cost you around $30 to $45 for the 3 pounds. But it's 105 calories a scoop, 25 grams of protein per scoop, and only 2 points. So for 2 points, you get your 25 grams of protein. So it's a little more expensive, but not too bad for the size. You know, size versus price, especially if you're currently buying something like, say, the Aria or the Jillian Michaels, where you're paying a lot more for a smaller amount. You know, if you multiply that, you know, $30 for 3 pounds is not bad. $10 a pound, you know. So that's a good option. That one is the one I would normally get. It's more expensive if you go to, say, like GNC, but if you go online, it's pretty good. Just make sure if you buy protein powder online that you're buying it from a place that doesn't have any complaints about sending expired protein powder, because I have purchased offline before in the past and gotten expired protein powder. So and then there's J-Rob, which is another popular one right now. This one's more expensive. It's 12 ounces for $25, which is not very good. You know, once again, that's over $2 an ounce. So it's 110 calories and 25 grams of protein for 2 points. So of the two, I'd say Isopure is the better one for value, and it's also the better one for overall nutrition. So my suggestion would be, if you can, the Isopure 0 carb is the best choice. And it also has a pretty good flavor, because I bought that quite a few times. It's just that this time I needed it quick because I was running out, and so I ran out to Target to find out the best one that they had there. So, and then like I said, the Walmart one is really great if you don't have a whole lot of money to spend on protein powder, because $15 for 2 pounds, and 2 pounds is going to last you, if you're taking it daily like I do, 2 pounds is going to last you a couple months, a month, maybe two. And, you know, if you are one of those people who says, well, you know, I just want 5 or 6 grams of protein a day, I don't really need 25 grams, so why bother? I'm just going to stick with the Jillian Michaels. If you look at it like this, say like the Isopure, 25 grams of protein per scoop. So if you take a fifth of that, which would be almost equal to what the Jillian Michaels is, or I'm sorry, not a fifth. Okay, we'll say a half. If you take a half of that, you get 1 point for half a scoop, which will give you, you know, like 12.5 grams of protein for 1 point, and it's going to last you so much longer and not cost you half as much. So, you know, it's just something to consider. You know, you can, of course, choose whatever one you like best, and you know, if you like the Biggest Loser one and you like to be able to tell people you're on the Biggest Loser powder, or if you love the taste, or you know, if it just works for you, then go for it. But like I said, there are other options out there, and don't think that just because something is a protein powder like Isopure or like these, that it's only for bodybuilding, because it's not. Basically, these bodybuilding kinds, or these kinds that you can get that I've mentioned here, they're more, you know, giving you the protein that you need to rebuild your muscles, and that's important when you're trying to lose weight, because strong muscles and more muscles will help you to burn more calories, to feel better, to be stronger, to be able to do what you need to do. The ones you might want to avoid would be ones that say it's for building mass, and usually those will have more fat, more carbs, more calories, that kind of thing. So they're going to be higher in points anyways. So if you stick to the ones that are low in carb and low in points, and low in fat, then you're going to end up with a low point one, and you're going to end up with one that's not going to bulk you up. So that's just my little my 2 cents on protein powders. And you know, you can do more research and find ones that have things like, you know, BCAAs, total BCAAs, and those are supposed to be, you know, like building blocks for protein and stuff like that. So you can look for whatever thing you specifically feel you need in it, but definitely look at your labels, see what you're getting, and look at the price too, because sometimes you can get what you're getting for a much cheaper price. Or sometimes, you know, convenience is a little bit better. Like, I didn't want to wait, you know, for a week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks to order online to get my protein powder because I needed it. And so I just went to Target and was able to get this one, which is a decent brand for a decent price. You know, and then if you have a Walmart near you, there's always the Body Fortress brand. So, you know, check it out, see what you think, and I hope this helped you a little bit with choosing your next protein powder, and have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Oh, and if you liked it, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye.